Hey guys, welcome back to another video, Steadfast RC. Today we have the Redcat Ascent 18 and the Venture HPI Venture 18, and these are both the brushed version. And I just wanted to make a comparison video between the two because I've had some questions, and I just want you guys to be able to see them run back to back and do a quick benchtop overview of them, just so you guys have a good idea of which one you might want. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.
Back then, couldn't focus. It's clear now that I'm zoned in. Guess it must have been the cannon that freaked out my opponents. Cause I was blinded by spec. Got stuck in self-promotion. Took my eyes off the fold. Why you think you're so lonely? But the comeback got ferocious. Got reflooded with emotions. I don't love to get love back. Had to reassess my own motives. And now it's back to the mission. No time cruise to depict this, but it still feels like a movie. To move in power as a Christian. So we press on and watch how get flexed on. I'll never take my vest off, got the shield on like Teflon. Moving love, armored up, just let me preach, no TED Talks. Got the code, now I'm setting on.
So we'll start out with the HPI Venture 18. This is it right here. All these tires behind it, I've been trying a lot of different tires on this thing just to find the ones that I like, that I don't have to trim the body and they'll fit and they have the right offset and all that kind of stuff. Because these, that's one thing I didn't like about it really. These are the stock ones, and they're a I think they're a 1.2 or 1.3 inch wheel, and they just make it look like, I don't know, like you're running 18-inch wheels or something on it, where these are the standard 1.0 wheels. I think look a lot better, so I took those off pretty quick. I mean, I ran it a few times, but I just like the look of the 1.0 wheels a lot better. So that's what all these tires and wheels are back here. I've been trying out different ones, and I think I landed on these. They perform good. They're the Endura. They're like the smaller Swamp Claws. I don't know the exact name of them right now, but anyway, that's what I'm running for tires. So kind of one of the main draws to me for this thing is it's super scale looking. I mean, it's a really good looking truck. The SR5 Hilux 85. And don't pay any attention to my wiring back there. I'm kind of in the middle of, I hooked up some lights to it so I can run on channel 3, because stock, these don't come with any lights in there, they're just the buckets. So like right now I turned on the lights, got the high beams on, then if I hit channel 3 again, there, those are on, and they're actually pretty bright, so they actually do help out when it's dark. But yeah, this thing is just a super scale truck, looks really awesome, and there's all the lights on at the same time right there. And it performs really well. I've been running it quite a bit lately. It comes with bushings stock, which is kind of stupid. I hate bushings. So I bought this bearing kit. The dumb thing about bushings is they're like just as expensive as bearings when you get to the smaller ones. So I don't know why you just don't put bearings in from the factory. But anyway, yeah, it runs super good. It's got the 2-speed transmission. It's got really good low-speed control. Actually better low-speed control than the Ascent by a little bit. And then it's got that second gear for when you want to cram it into second when you need more wheel speed. And I'm not going to go in depth on this right now, but yeah, let's talk about the Ascent 18 just a little bit. So here's the Ascent 18 you guys are all familiar with, running Endura Swamp Stomper tires with Endura 1.0 wheels, and then I got the steel drive shafts underneath. Other than that, it's stock, and I do generally run a smaller battery in it just because the one it comes with is huge, kind of makes the CG up higher than it needs to be. So yeah, you guys pretty much know this truck. It's been out for a while. Really good performing truck. This one's a lot quieter than the HPI. And let's do a quick side-by-side comparison for size-wise. Okay, here's a quick top-down view. You can see the wheelbase is more or less the same. And just the body and chassis is quite a bit longer on the HPI. I tried to line up the tires as close as I could on the two trucks, see how much the front's hanging over on the HPI, as well as in the back. As far as the track width, it's pretty close to the same. I'm running the wide spacing, the wide offset Endura wheels on this and the standards on this, so this is going to be a little wider. That's just because of the wheels. Clearance, you can see the difference in clearance between the Ascent and this one because the Ascent is running portal axles. This one's running standard axles, which I do like standard axles sometimes because you don't really have that portal slop. And I don't know, you don't need portals on everything. So that's a quick overview of the two side by side, you guys. Let's get out on the trail, run them, and just give you a good idea what they're like back to back. One more thing I should mention is they're both similar. How you get the body open here. There's a little clip underneath, and then this one hinges up from the back. And then you guys probably know, but this one has very similar clip back here, hinges up from the front, and then kind of unpins if you want it to. The Ascent is a little bit easier to do one-handed, but this one's fine too. And then look at stock. They did really nice wiring on this. Got it all tidy and in there real good. This is my extra 2 wires right here for the lights on top for the channel 3. And then, well, we should just look side by side so you guys can compare with the bodies off, kind of the different motor layouts and stuff. The weight bias on the HPI is, you know, the motor and stuff is already set up here, battery's already set up here, but the Ascent comes with, you know, the battery tray back here. So I don't know, it seems like I don't have a scale like those fancy 4-wheeled scales that people use, but the weight bias feels better on the HPI. This thing is surprisingly hard to tip over, and part of that's because it's lower to the ground, and just, you know, it's got the motor and everything up front, battery on the side. As far as center of gravity goes, I feel like the HPI one's just set up better, but you can do things easily to the Redcat to make it better as well. If anybody needs a video on how to wire up those fog lights, let me know and I can make a quick video on it. So anyway, let's get started. This is about a 40-degree climb right here. It doesn't look that steep in the camera. Hung up on a little rock right there. One thing about the Venture 18 with its 2-speed, it does have a lot better low-speed control than the Redcat. And the Redcat's pretty good, but this is definitely better. Just for having the 2-speed in there. This is still running the stock bushings too. I have the bearings, but I haven't put them in yet, so it'll only get smoother with the bearings. This is not an easy section of course, even for the 10th scale stuff. This is kind of a challenging line. One thing, if you watch the front and back bumpers, that's where the Venture gets hung up compared to the Ascent. I have to reset on this one. I got slipping down too far. One advantage of the Ascent for sure is it's way quieter, and I'm not really sure why. And it comes with full bearings. That's a big plus also. See, I'd like to be going just slightly slower in here, but it doesn't really want to. This is the brush version, by the way. Both of these trucks are the brush versions. See, this one where the HPI would be hitting the bumpers, this thing has such crazy approach and departure angles, it's just kind of mobbing through it. So we're up on it, but that's kind of how far we got with the HPI. Oh, I can kind of bounce up on it, I think. Well, almost the same result. I am way worse at driving with one hand and filming, you guys, just so you know. I can do better when I'm not filming, so that's part of the reason. Alright, so right here, that rock is where both the trucks failed to get up on it, so we're going to continue from there. Yeah, look at the slow speed on this thing. Okay, both of these trucks failed to get up on this rock, so we're going to resume from here. Check out the slow speed on this thing in first gear, on the Venture 18. I mean, it's almost like it's brushless. And like I said, that's with the bushing still in it. pretty gnarly terrain right here for the smaller trucks. But HPI made pretty good work of that. Now let's go for the Ascent. Here's as slow as I can go with the Ascent, which is pretty good considering it's got the bigger tires and stuff on it. And man, it's just so quiet, it's crazy. Oop. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reset, I messed that one up. No problem for the Ascent, even though I ended up taking a worse line. This is going to be the final section of rocks that we do just for the back-to-back comparison, just so you guys get a good idea. None of these are easy stretches for these little trucks, so figured they'd be a couple good lines to test out. You can hear the difference in the sound of the trucks. Like I said, this one's fairly loud compared to the Ascent. No problem for that. Ascent's just definitely a little harder to control the speed. I really like the Ascent a lot, it's such a great truck. Well guys, I don't want to run this video too long. Hopefully that gives you a good, side-by-side comparison of these two trucks. I've had a few people ask me, the differences and to compare them, so I wanted to. There you go. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.